On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Invasion.
Armies act of forcibly entering another country or territory to take control of it.
Examples:
The Turkish invasion. Home invasion. An invasion would most probably result in a political catastrophe.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Convoy.
A group of vehicles, ships, or other vessels that travel together, often for protection or mutual support. Verb, to accompany or escort a person or group while traveling.
Examples:
Convoy of trucks. Naval convoy. The military convoy cautiously traveled through the desert, watching for any signs of danger.
Bombard.
To attack a place with bombs or gunshots continuously, to address with continuously or persistently, as if with a barrage.
Examples:
Bombard him with questions. Bombard a fort with heavy shells. Overprotective parents often bombard their children with messages reinforcing their lack of mastery.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Membership.
The state of belonging to a group, a club, an organization, etc.
Examples:
A membership fee. Membership in a stock exchange. My application for membership in the association was accepted.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Inviting.
Having an attractive or tempting quality that draws people in, encouraging or alluring in a way that makes people want to take part or participate.
Examples:
Inviting scent. Inviting atmosphere. The inviting aroma of freshly baked bread drew me into the bakery.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Metropolis.
A large and densely populated city, typically the most important city or the capital of a country or region, a major center of commerce, culture, and activity.
Examples:
Metropolis skyline. Bustling metropolis. Paris is a romantic metropolis famous for its art, fashion, and cuisine.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity. Government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Westward.
Directed or going towards the west, located in the west, moving or facing towards the west.
Examples:
Westward expansion. Westward migration. Lewis and Clark's westward journey was an important exploration of the newly acquired Louisiana Territory.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Empire.
A group of countries ruled by one leader or government.
Examples:
Empire building. Empire of the Maya. He has built a thriving e-commerce empire.
Char.
Also Tsar or Tsar, a title of rulers or monarchs, especially in Russia. Before the Russian Revolution of 1917, an authoritarian or powerful political leader or high-level officeholder.
Examples:
Technology czar, economic czar. The Czar of Healthcare is responsible for improving the quality and accessibility of healthcare for all citizens.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Extent.
The point or degree or area to which something extends.
Examples:
Certain extent. The extent of the damage. I was amazed at the extent of her generosity.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Gang.
A group of people who organize and engage in criminal activity.
Examples:
A motorcycle gang. Gang member. The street gang was known for its violent behavior.
Portray.
To depict or describe someone or something in a painting, film, book, or other artistic work.
Examples:
Portray feelings in words. Accurately portray the condition. We often portray political problems as religious issues.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
Shatter the plate. Shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Unpack.
To open and remove stored items from a container or package. To analyze or examine something in detail, often to clarify or understand it better.
Examples:
Unpack a crate. Unpack a concept. I need to unpack my suitcase and put my clothes away.
Dominate.
To have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
Dominate possession. Dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Mistrust.
To have doubts or suspicions about the honesty or sincerity of someone.
Examples:
Mistrust a young man. Mistrust the government. He mistrusted her apology because of her past lies.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
Resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence, universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Revolt.
To take violent action against authority, especially government or ruler.
Examples:
Revolt against existing ways of thinking. Revolt against the dictator. The people tried to revolt to oust the tyrant.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Regime.
The organization, a system, or method that is the governing authority of a political unit.
Examples:
A puppet regime. Exercise regime. Totalitarian regimes are less likely to innovate because they deprive individuals of economic incentives.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Demonstrator.
A person who publicly advocates for or protests against a particular cause, often in a group or a public space.
Examples:
Peaceful demonstrator. violent demonstrator. The police gathered in large numbers to control the demonstrators protesting in the streets.
Tray.
A shallow, flat container or surface for holding or carrying objects, often with raised edges or handles.
Examples:
Serving tray. Tray for drinks. She placed the dishes on the tray and carried them to the table.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Coherent.
Logical and consistent. Noun, the quality of being clear and easy to understand.
Examples:
A coherent explanation. Create a coherent system. His writing was well structured and coherent.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Monopolize.
Business, to have complete control or dominance over a particular market or industry, often to the exclusion of other competitors.
Examples:
Monopolize the podium. Monopolize the industry. The large corporation sought to monopolize the market by buying out its competitors.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Imperial.
Relating to or associated with an empire or the person or country that rules it.
Examples:
Imperial rule. Imperial palace. The imperial palace is now undergoing repairs.
Slaughter.
The killing of a large number of animals or people brutally and indiscriminately, a violent and bloody event that results in the death of many individuals.
Examples:
Slaughter of animals. Senseless slaughter. The slaughter of endangered animals must be stopped.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples:
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Ideological.
Relating to or concerned with ideas and theories rather than practical matters.
Examples:
Ideological divide. Ideological differences. The book presents an ideological perspective on the role of government in society.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Emperor.
The male ruler of an empire.
Examples:
Emperor of Rome. Former emperor. The emperor once lived in the vast palace.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
Extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples:
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. the immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Defeat.
To win against somebody in a fight, war, or attempt.
Examples:
defeat a global power. Defeat body odor. Despite his best efforts, he was unable to defeat the enemy.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Gamble.
To take risky action in the hope of being successful, to play or game for money or other stakes.
Examples:
gamble $100 on the race. Gamble away my fortune. Will you gamble on the result of the fight?
Fierce.
Severe and violent in a way that is frightening.
Examples:
fierce competition. A fierce animal. The fierce thunders echoed across the plain.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Long run.
Relating to a period of time that is extensive or prolonged, often involving long-term planning or consequences, pertaining to a time period that extends beyond the present or near future.
Examples:
long-run investment. Long-run effects. Sustainability is key to the long-run preservation of our natural resources.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
the members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Hesitant.
Unsure or uncertain about what to do or how to act, reluctant or unwilling to take action or make a decision.
Examples:
hesitant response. Hesitant to take action. She was hesitant to speak in public, but eventually overcame her fear.
Imposing.
Having an appearance that commands respect and admiration, impressive or grand in scale or size.
Examples:
Imposing figure. Imposing mansion. The imposing building stood tall amongst the others on the city skyline.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Capitulate.
To surrender, especially under agreed upon conditions, usually after a prolonged resistance, to acknowledge defeat or give in to an opponent or adversary.
Examples:
Capitulate under pressure. Capitulate to fear. The opposing army finally decided to capitulate and surrender to the victorious troops.
Derail.
To cause a train or tram to run off the tracks accidentally, to run off or leave the rails accidentally.
Examples:
Derail the recovery. Derail an argument. The train derailed because a cow was standing on the tracks.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Victory.
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples:
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy, or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Viable.
Capable of being done as intended, able to succeed.
Examples:
Achieve a viable relationship. Develop a viable therapy. Male gorillas with good drumming skills are more viable.
Convincing.
Able to make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
A convincing victory. Convincing biochemical explanation. I found her assertion pretty convincing.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Cobble.
A rounded, irregularly shaped stone used for paving streets or for building walls. Verb, to make or repair something in a rough and hurried way.
Examples:
Cobble driveway. Cobble up a policy accord. The town is known for its historic cobble streets, which were laid by hand in the 19th century.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
a politician in the ruling party, a corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples:
for your own sake, for the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Terribly.
Very badly, to a great extent or very much.
Examples:
suffer terribly. I am terribly sorry. His arm was swollen and terribly red.
Destabilize.
To cause something to become less stable or secure.
Examples:
destabilize the market. Destabilize a good relationship. The political crisis destabilized the country and caused widespread turmoil.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Hippie.
A person who follows a counterculture movement that originated in the United States during the 1960s, characterized by the advocacy of nonviolence, communal living, and a rejection of traditional American values.
Examples:
hippie lifestyle. Hippie music. The fashion of the hippie movement included unconventional clothing such as tie-dye shirts and bell-bottom jeans.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Sultan.
A king or ruler of an Islamic country or state, particularly in the Middle East, a title of respect for a Muslim ruler or leader.
Examples:
the Sultan's throne. Ottoman Sultan. The Sultan's royal guard is highly skilled and fiercely loyal to him.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
An insecure future. Insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Triple.
Consisting of 3 items or people, 3 times as great or many.
Examples:
A triple mirror. Triple digits. His coach is a triple Olympic champion.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Missile.
A weapon, such as a rocket or guided projectile, that is self-propelled and directed by remote control or by an internal guidance mechanism.
Examples:
Missile defense. Cruise missile attack. The military launched a ballistic missile at the enemy's stronghold.
Repercussion.
An effect or consequence of something, especially an unwelcome one, of an event or action.
Examples:
The repercussion of an action. Cultural repercussion. The decision had far-reaching repercussions and affected many people.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises 2 characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Verge.
The point at which something is about to happen or where something begins, the edge or margin of something, particularly a physical boundary or border.
Examples:
verge of bankruptcy, on the verge of tears. He stood on the verge of a major discovery.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
technological advancement, technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
an intelligence test, field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples:
regulate blood sugar levels, regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
the worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
the conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Transatlantic.
Relating to or situated on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, especially about travel, communication, or cultural exchange between Europe and North America.
Examples:
transatlantic cable. Transatlantic partnership. Transatlantic cooperation is important for global security and stability.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples:
A liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Accidentally.
By chance or without planning.
Examples:
They met accidentally. Accidentally coincide. He was accidentally killed by friendly fire.
Revitalization.
The process of giving new life or energy to something.
Examples:
Revitalization project. Revitalization of humanity. The revitalization of the downtown area brought new life to the community.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
Unanimous.
Of two or more people, in complete agreement, of an opinion, decision, or vote, agreed or supported by everyone in a group.
Examples:
By a unanimous vote. Obtain unanimous consent. That bill reached a unanimous agreement.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Airspace.
The designated area above the surface of the earth where aircraft are allowed to fly, regulated by government authorities. The portion of the atmosphere above a particular location that is controlled by a specific country or organization.
Examples:
Airspace violation. Airspace restrictions. The airplane entered restricted airspace and had to be escorted by fighter jets.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples:
A conservative society. Conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Contradiction.
The assertion of the opposite of what has been said, opposition, denial.
Examples:
Contradiction of capitalism. Apparent contradiction. His statement was filled with contradictions that made it difficult to take seriously.
Liberalism.
A political ideology or philosophy that emphasizes individual freedom, democracy, and equality.
Examples:
Classical liberalism. Economic liberalism. His political views are rooted in neoliberalism.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
Personal liberty. Liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Compatriot.
A fellow citizen or countryman, someone who belongs to the same country, society, or community as oneself, a person with similar interests, beliefs, or values.
Examples:
Compatriot soldier. Fellow compatriot. My soccer team played against my compatriots' team in the local tournament.
Peaceful.
Not involving violence, conflict, or war.
Examples:
Peaceful country. Peaceful coexistence. Plutonium has limited peaceful applications.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly, noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Essay.
A short piece of writing on a particular topic, usually written by a student as a part of a course of study.
Examples:
Score the SAT essays. Thoughtful essay. The chief editor checks all essays for plagiarism with software.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc. To refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Elaborate.
Containing a lot of carefully prepared and organized or many complicated and detailed parts.
Examples:
An elaborate hat. Elaborate Ponzi scheme. He proposed an elaborate program of public works.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Clash.
A fight or argument between two groups of people, a loud noise caused by striking against something.
Examples:
A clash of viewpoints. A clash between the two task forces. Her dress was a disturbing clash of colors.
Superpower.
A country or nation that has significant global influence or formidable military, economic, or technological strength. A supernatural ability or force capable of extraordinary feats or feats beyond normal human capabilities.
Examples:
Superpower country. Superpower leader. The ability to fly like a bird is often considered a superpower in comic books and movies.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples:
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
Put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Guarantee.
To promise something will happen formally, especially that certain conditions about a product, service, or transaction would be met.
Examples:
Guarantee a high quality. Guarantee women equality. We cannot guarantee enough raw material sources.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples:
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Complacency.
A feeling of self-satisfaction or contentment, often resulting in a lack of motivation to improve or address problems.
Examples:
dangerous complacency. Avoid complacency. The team's complacency led to their defeat, as they didn't put in the effort needed to win the game.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Jungle.
An area of tropical forest wherein which trees and plants grow very thickly.
Examples:
middle of the jungle. Jungle exploration. This village is still in a dense jungle.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
a constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
a tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Strategy:
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Alert:
To warn or arouse to a sense of danger. Adjective, paying close attention or being in a state of readiness for action.
Examples:
Alert consumers to the dangers. Alert system. The company's cybersecurity team alerted the CEO to potential threats.
Security:
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks. A financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Confer:
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Essentially:
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Abandon:
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Inherit:
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Suspect:
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Ponder:
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Frightening:
causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Repress.
To restrain or control by force, to suppress feelings or memories.
Examples:
Cannot repress laughter. Repress gene expression. He repressed the memories of his traumatic childhood.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Battlefield.
A place where a battle or conflict is fought.
Examples:
Battlefield casualties. Tactics on the battlefield. The general reviewed the plans for the upcoming battle on the battlefield.
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Miscalculation.
A mistake in making a calculation or judgment that produces an incorrect result.
Examples:
Miscalculation of expenses. Miscalculation of time. His miscalculation in the stock market cost him a significant amount of money.
Catastrophic.
Extremely harmful, causing physical or financial destruction.
Examples:
Victim of catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic climate change. The extinction rate of aquatic animals was catastrophic.
Institutional.
Of, in, or relating to a large important organization, such as a university or bank, organized as or forming part of the standard systems, practices, etc.
Examples:
Institutional bank. Address institutional constraints. We have to discuss the institutional reforms of our country.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Confrontation.
The act of facing or dealing with something directly and openly, a direct and often hostile encounter or disagreement.
Examples:
Confrontation at the national level. Confrontation with others. The confrontation between the two leaders was broadcast live on television.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Progressive.
Relating to or supporting development or advancement, especially social or political one.
Examples:
Progressive taxation. Progressive development. The progressive approach to education emphasizes hands-on learning and student-centered classrooms.
Scrap.
A small piece or amount of something, especially leftover from a larger whole.
Examples:
Scrap metal. A broken piece of scrap. She made a collage from scraps of paper and fabric from the art supply store.
Reap.
To harvest a grain crop from a field, to obtain something beneficial as a consequence of something that you have done.
Examples:
Reap the benefits. Reap crops. He reaped a significant profit from the listing of his company's stock.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Cooperation.
The act or situation of working together with someone towards a shared purpose, benefit, etc.
Examples:
Cooperation with strategic partners. Thoroughgoing cooperation. The cooperation between businesses and universities created this groundbreaking product.
Collaboration.
The act or situation of working together to create or produce something.
Examples:
collaboration between companies, collaboration platform. The partnership program requires a mutual collaboration between both agencies.
Cooperate.
To work together with one or more people or organizations to achieve a goal.
Examples:
cooperate with one another, cooperate closely in various ways. The team had to cooperate to complete the project on time.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
extinct by human activity, long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Rebuild.
To build again or anew.
Examples:
rebuild a company, rebuild communities. They are planning to rebuild the house after the fire.
Absurd.
Ridiculously silly, unreasonable, or illogical.
Examples:
absurd storyline, an absurd amount of money. We immediately rejected his absurd suggestion.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
psychology experiment, psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
psychic trauma, trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Misery.
A state of ill-being due to affliction or misfortune.
Examples:
live in misery, untold misery. Our company suffered misery from incurring a heavy loss.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
a scanty harvest, reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Motivate.
To make someone want to do something, especially something that requires tremendous work and effort.
Examples:
motivate the students. All ability to motivate. The ability to motivate people is a priceless asset.
Recreate.
To make something that existed previously happen or appear to exist again.
Examples:
Recreate a single country. Recreate the feeling of the 1920s. She recreated the atmosphere of the pre-war age with her stage setting.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Siege.
The surrounding of a place and isolating it by an army to defeat those defending it.
Examples:
Hostage siege. Lay siege to his house. People began storing up food and supplies for the siege.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Forefront.
The leading or most important position or place, the forefront of a movement or cause.
Examples:
Forefront technology. The forefront of an air mass. Education is at the forefront of our society's priorities for ensuring a better future.
Forceful.
Having or showing great strength or energy.
Examples:
Forceful argument. Take forceful action. She spoke with a forceful tone and made her point clear.
Inconceivable.
Hard to imagine or believe.
Examples:
Inconceivable pain. Inconceivable ideas. It would be inconceivable for him to alter his behavior.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
Striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Chancellor.
A senior official or administrator, particularly in a university or government, the person who is the head of the government in some European countries, such as Germany.
Examples:
Chancellor of the Exchequer. Associate Chancellor. The Chancellor of the University made an important announcement regarding the budget.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples:
Horror movie. Horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Trench.
A long, deep ditch made in the ground, usually parallel to a plate boundary and marking a subduction zone. a long ditch built in the ground for carrying away water.
Examples:
Deep sea trench. Trench excavator. A trench was being dug alongside the road by workers.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Surprisingly advanced culture. Have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Fog.
A thick cloud consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface. A weather condition in which visibility is reduced because of a cloud of water.
Examples:
A dense fog. Front fog lights. The fog cleared away, and the star-filled sky appeared.
Disinformation.
False or misleading information that is spread deliberately, usually with the intent to deceive or manipulate public opinion.
Examples:
Disinformation campaign. Disinformation warfare. The government is being criticized for spreading disinformation about the pandemic.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Cyberspace.
The electronic space where computer-mediated communication and interactions occur, often used to refer to the Internet or virtual reality environments.
Examples:
Cyberspace security. Virtual cyberspace. Hackers are constantly trying to exploit vulnerabilities in cyberspace for their gain.
Neolithic.
Also called New Stone Age, the period of human history that followed the end of the last ice age and that is characterized by the development of agriculture and the use of polished stone tools.
Examples:
The Neolithic Age. Neolithic society. The Neolithic village was located near a river.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Tweet.
A short, High sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Fascist.
Relating to or supporting fascism, which is a political ideology that emphasizes authoritarian government, nationalism, and suppression of political opposition and individual liberties.
Examples:
Fascist propaganda. Fascist policies. The regime was accused of being fascist for their oppressive tactics.
Brigade.
A military unit typically consisting of several battalions, usually commanded by a brigadier general, a group of people organized for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Brigade commander. Rescue brigade. The culinary brigade prepared a delicious meal for the guests at the banquet.
Deputy.
A person who is appointed as the substitute of another and given the power to do something instead of another.
Examples:
A deputy governor. Deputy Attorney General. She left the decision to her deputy.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she's been named as the prime suspect.
Minister.
A person appointed to or a job of a head of a government department.
Examples:
Minister for Education. Deputy Prime Minister. The minister occasionally preaches at this church.
Telegram.
A message sent by telegraph equals a method of long-distance transmission of messages by electrical or radio signals, typically consisting of a few words and sent at a reduced rate for urgent or brief communications.
Examples:
Telegram service. A congratulatory telegram. He sent a telegram to let his family know he was safe.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Cyber.
Relating to or involving computers, computer networks, or virtual reality.
Examples:
Cyberbullying. Cybercrime. Cyber-espionage between countries can have serious consequences.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Hack.
To hit and cut somebody or something roughly and violently, to find a bug in a computer program and break into their systems or networks.
Examples:
Hack through the jungle. Hack into the program. This blog offers a variety of tips for hacking everyday life.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Overnight.
Lasting for or occurring during one night, occurring or changing extremely quickly or suddenly, happening or being achieved in a short amount of time.
Examples:
Overnight parking. Overnight success. The overnight package delivery arrived at my door this morning.
Behalf.
Represent, advantage, benefit, the interest of someone.
Examples:
On behalf of our management. On his own behalf. I gave witness on her behalf.
Observer.
A person who watches or notices someone or something, but has no active part in it.
Examples:
A shrewd observer. An observer in the region. According to the theory of relativity, time is different for each observer.
Opposing.
Competing, fighting, or working against each other.
Examples:
Opposing counsel. In an opposing direction. We have no intention of opposing his idea.
Viol.
A stringed instrument, typically with 6 strings and frets, played with a bow, also called a viola da gamba.
Examples:
Viol instrument. Viol music. The viol player was rehearsing for an upcoming concert.
Territorial.
Related to a specific country's ownership of land or water.
Examples:
Territorial integrity. Territorial aggression. The ship will not enter Chinese territorial seas.
Integrity.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
A person of integrity. Integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Flame.
A bright, visible light and heat source caused by combustion, a strong, intense feeling typically associated with passion, aggression, or anger.
Examples:
Flame of passion. Simmering flame. The flame of the candle flickered in the darkness of the room.
Breakdown.
A failure or collapse of a system or organization.
Examples:
A nervous breakdown. Breakdown maintenance. The breakdown of the machinery caused a delay in production.
Gratitude.
The quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness.
Examples:
A debt of gratitude. Feelings of gratitude. She expressed her gratitude towards the kind stranger who helped her.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Diplomacy.
The art and practice of conducting negotiations between nations, organizations, or people. The fine art of dealing with people in a sensitive and effective way.
Examples:
The language of diplomacy. The art of diplomacy. Effective diplomacy is necessary to resolve conflicts and maintain relationships between countries.
Diplomat.
A person appointed by a government to conduct diplomacy equals the management of relationships between countries, with one or more other countries or international organizations.
Examples:
Allied diplomat. Expel a diplomat. The senior diplomat worked tirelessly to negotiate a peace treaty between the two countries.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Assemble.
To collect in one place as a single group.
Examples:
Assemble your colleagues. Assemble a jigsaw puzzle. The president began to assemble an army.
Re-establish.
To establish again or anew, to restore something that was lost or disrupted, often relating to an organization, relationship, or system.
Examples:
Re-establish ties. Re-establish trust. We need to re-establish our relationship after our argument.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share. Obliterate. To wipe out, destroy, or conceal all signs of something utterly, to remove completely from recognition or memory.
Examples:
Obliterate all traces. Obliterate data. The accident at that nuclear power plant obliterated the local ecosystem.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics. Annex. To add territory to a country, state, or region, typically by conquest. Noun, an addition that extends a main building.
Examples:
Annex notes. Hotel annex. The government annexed the territory from the neighboring country. Pretext. A false reason or excuse that is given to justify an action or decision, often used to hide one's true motives or intentions. Examples: flimsy pretext. Under the pretext of illness. He used the pretext of going to the gym to sneak out of work early.
Disguise.
To hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples.
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Representative.
Someone who speaks or acts officially on behalf of another person or group of people.
Examples.
An official representative. Sales representative. The media representatives had special passes.
Council.
A group of people who have been elected or appointed to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject or in a particular place.
Examples.
Other council members. City council election. The city council voted to approve the new development project.
Erupt.
Of a volcano, to become active and eject rocks, smoke, etc., to start abruptly and violently.
Examples.
Erupt in anger. Erupt into tears. Battles between whites and blacks erupted immediately.
Sacred.
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples.
Sacred music. The halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples.
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Copycat.
A person who imitates or copies the behavior, speech, or appearance of another individual, a product or design that is made to look like a popular or successful product from another company or brand.
Examples.
Copycat behavior. Copycat website. The company accused their competitor of being a copycat and stealing its design.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples.
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples.
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Paradoxical.
Seemingly contradictory or absurd because of having two opposite features or facts, though it is probably true.
Examples:
a paradoxical anecdote. Apparently paradoxical. It is paradoxical that the French, who prefer animal foods, live longer than people in other countries.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Renewable.
Capable of being renewed, extended, or replaced.
Examples:
Renewable energy. Renewable subscriptions. The production of renewable fuels requires massive volumes of fresh water.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Undercut.
To sell goods or services at a lower price than a competitor, to cut away the underpart of something.
Examples:
Undercut a vein of ore. Undercut his effort. The company undercut its competitors by offering lower prices.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
Undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Curse.
A rude or offensive word or an expression that is not polite and shows that you are very angry.
Examples:
Under a curse. Few curse words. Many autocratic policies became a curse for that country's economy.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Accidental.
Happening or existing by chance or unintentionally.
Examples:
Accidental death. Cover accidental damage. This system prevents accidental deletion of data.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Summarize.
To give a brief statement of the most important facts or ideas about something.
Examples:
Summarizes the main ideas. Summarize text. Each chapter summarizes the most critical issues.
Exfiltrate.
To remove someone or something from a dangerous or undesirable situation, often secretly or covertly. To extract information or data from a secure location without detection.
Examples:
Exfiltrate data. Exfiltrate secrets. The spies managed to exfiltrate the confidential documents without being detected.
Exile.
The state of being forced to leave one's country or home, typically for political or punitive reasons.
Examples:
Exile community. Political exile. The exiled king lived in poverty in a foreign country for many years.
Ammunition.
Supplies such as bullets or shells used by armed forces.
Examples:
Ammunition storage. Ammunition depot. The soldiers were equipped with ample ammunition for the battle.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Swift.
Happening, moving, or capable of moving quickly.
Examples:
Take swift action. A swift current of a river. Her voice was swift, yet ever the last words fell lingeringly.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Appeal.
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples:
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Contribution.
The act of giving something, especially money, to a particular cause or organization, a voluntary gift as of money or service or ideas made to some worthwhile cause.
Examples:
Make a positive contribution. Contribution to society. His contribution to the charity was a generous donation of money.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc., to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Would be.
Indicating a person who aspires or attempts to be something but has not yet achieved that status or position.
Examples:
Would-be actor, would-be entrepreneur. The would-be burglar was caught on the security camera and arrested by the police.
Aggress.
To attack or threaten with violence or offense.
Examples:
Aggress into an enemy's camp. Aggress on the neighboring countries. The dog barked and aggressed towards anyone who approached the gate.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
Isolation booth. The country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Block.
A group of countries or political parties that have similar interests or goals and often act together.
Examples:
Bloc countries. A bloc of developing nations. The country decided to join the economic bloc to benefit from the trade agreements.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Yacht.
A large, luxurious sailing vessel or motorboat that is often used for pleasure cruises, racing, or other leisure activities.
Examples:
Yacht owner. Luxury yacht. We spent the weekend sailing our yacht around the Mediterranean.
Chateau.
A large country house or castle in France, especially one that is the residence of a noble or titled person.
Examples:
Chateau building. Chateau garden. They spent the weekend at a luxurious chateau in the countryside.
Timetable.
A schedule or plan that shows the times at which particular events or activities are intended to occur. A list of train, bus, or airplane departures and arrivals.
Examples:
Exam timetable. Adjust the timetable. The airline's timetable showed a delay of 3 hours for our flight to London.
Atrocity.
Brutal act, an extremely wicked or cruel act.
Examples:
Commit atrocity. Cold-blooded atrocity. The atrocity of the war left many children orphaned.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
Escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Stir.
To mix a liquid or substance by using a spoon or something similar. To cause to be agitated, excited, or roused.
Examples:
Stir a sauce. Stir up controversy. Topics related to that war may stir up a political hornet's nest.
Dormant.
In a state of temporary inactivity, rest, or sleep, not growing or progressing, but capable of doing so under the right circumstances.
Examples:
Dormant volcano. Dormant account. The disease can remain dormant for years before it presents any symptoms.
Balk.
To hesitate or stop abruptly before completing an action, often due to fear, uncertainty, or opposition. To refuse to comply with or agree to something.
Examples:
Balk at extra work. Balk in fear. After her first attempt to bake a cake failed, she didn't balk at trying again.
Republic.
A state or country in which the people and their elected representatives hold supreme power and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch.
Examples:
Republic democracy. The Republic of Art. The United States is a federal presidential constitutional republic.
Analogy.
A comparison between similar things that have similar aspects, often used to help explain a principle or concept.
Examples:
Draw analogy. Historical analogy. Some kinds of machine learning models show an analogy to how people learn.
Minion.
A servant or loyal supporter of a powerful person or organization.
Examples:
A minion of the minister. Work as a minion. The boss treated his employees like minions, demanding obedience and respect.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
Contemplate a marriage. Contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Provoke.
To stimulate or give rise to a particular reaction or have a particular effect.
Examples:
Provoke a disease. Provoke a reaction. Her behavior provoked a quarrel between the couple.